Hello my people. Today, tank day. Now, where I remodeled, of course I got everything thrown out, got the bus parked haphazardly in the yard. I'm actually trying to get some stuff cleaned up so I can move the bus. I just want to put it in a different spot. Anyways, got my old tanks out. That was a shitty situation, but it's out. These two platforms here are going to be what my gray and black water tanks are going to sit on. I actually put them on that platform because when I built my initial ones, the tank set too low to the floor, and the same way when I took these tanks off Gary's bus, they were also too close to the floor. He's got a couple holes that I'm not going to be using, so I've got them patched up. The white is actually out of a tote. I keep it in HDPE. I keep a bunch of it around just because it makes great patches for stuff like this. This Lexil, I've had good luck with that. I actually used it on one of my old water tanks when I forgot to turn the water off and pressurized it to like 60 pounds and blew the seam out of it. I used that stuff to seal it up, and it's been holding pretty good for several months. But I'm waiting on that to dry just a little bit longer. And I want to at least get the tanks mounted today so I can start getting some of the plumbing hooked up. I need to start making plans for where everything's going to sit so I can get the water, hooked up for the bathroom. I also want to see how the tanks sit so I know how to run my vent pipe and my drain for my sink and stuff. I'll bring you guys back once I get these tanks set up in here. Alright, working on these tanks. I am a little shaky here while I put this tripod on this phone. I do have the tanks pretty much installed the way they're going to go. I didn't show much of it because it's setting pumps in, and I'll show you the final result and it'll be better. I do want to show a Uni Seal. These are Uni Seals. They're used for tank bonds, I guess you would say. Let me get you set up here. Now these things, I've actually used these on all my connections where my pipes go into the tank. Basically what you're going to want to do is you want to figure out where you want the tank to go, or the seal to go. I always check to be sure I got the plastic piece in there. The small ones, which are 1.5 inches, I'm not worried about because they'll come out the valves. All you do is you put those in there and you jam your pipe in there. Now, I didn't actually seal these. You can seal this to the tank and then put your pipe in there. I didn't. I'm kind of relying on it to do what it's supposed to do. Then I spray it down with just glass cleaner, basically just to make it kind of slicker. then push it in. And I'm kind of lining it up. There's your tank seal. Then that cleaner will just fall off of there. I just wanted to show how to use these Uni Seals. Like I say, they're pretty cool. And they're flared, so when you push it in, you're actually flaring in the inside lip, which hugs the tank. I'm about ready to fill these up with water and be sure there's no leaks or anything. And then we'll go from there. But I just want to do a quick update on how I'm using the Uni Seals, and I'll do a walk around to the tank setup here shortly. Alright, here's the tank setup. Comes down from the toilet, goes into the black water tank obviously. Here's your gray tank, here's your black tank dump. I will actually have another valve that sits right here. Don't suppose I really need it, but I always like having a third valve on there, especially if I want to equalize the tanks. Water tank is tucked in front. I tell you, I might build some sort of sewer hose storage up there on top of the tanks. I actually really like that. Just a good location for it. And on this side, the back of the black tank, this is the gray water tank. I'm actually filling them up right now to test them. I always vent my tanks together. Black and gray are connected. One, it acts as an overflow in case one of them gets too full. Two, it's just a way to vent it. Obviously back of the water tank. I might try to put the hot water heater in this spot right here. I don't know, it depends on how hot it actually gets. I would hate to melt one of those tanks. I don't think it would get that hot. But I'm thinking that might be where the hot water heater goes. But I'll keep most of my wet utilities in this bag. I've got to get that seat bolted down so I can move it. Move the bus. But this is the chaos and the mess that I'm in right now. I think I showed it in another video. I have decided on cedar plank for the walls. $12 volts in. I've got to pick up a couple cabinets. They're going right here so I can get the wall closed. I got the shower pan in. I was looking at the height of the shower stall. I might have to do something funky up here in this corner because it's about as tall as I am, which I can come to right about here. So I may have to notch that to let the, I don't know how to play around with that. But with these tanks pretty much done, I'm actually using the bunk room as storage. I actually want to get all this stuff cleaned up in here. Time to get some of the tools out, get everything cleaned up so I can get the electrical knocked out on it. And once I get the electrical going on it, I still need to build some sort of cabinet for this stuff up here. I need to swap this window with this window because this one's got a crack in it. This one does not. So I've got to swap them. It's coming along, but like I say, I'm at a point now where I'm going to knock out some cleanup stuff where I can start cleaning it up in here really good after each project and moving right along. My goal is to have it reusable by October. We'll see if it happens. You guys be good and be safe out there, and we'll catch you next time.